Hello, it's your girl Tiffany, my malicious black beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces, high priestess, aka the light that shines like a diamond, also known as your modern day nun, one who isn't with any coven, a convent, or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on today. If y'all will be so kind to please like, share, and subscribe, it will be greatly, greatly appreciated. This is going to be a general reading for the overall collective of any zodiac sign. So please take the messages that apply, leave the ones that do not. Remember that this reading can apply to your past, your present, or your future, as well as it may be pertaining to you or any and everyone in between that you may or may not know. With that being said, guys, we are going to get started. I do hope that you all are doing well and feeling well on today, guys, okay? So let's get to your overall messages. Okay, guys, the first message we have here is very important person. You got to be strong to be alone. Game stalking. And the hate is real, guys, okay? So collective spirit is saying that you are a very important person, okay? Whether you feel like you're important or not, okay? Many of us... whether we have some type of importance, some of us, whether we have some type of importance or not, we likely wasn't treated like it by the people around us, okay? Some of us, because we are a very important person, we are purposely mistreated by people who may be jealous, envious, or intimidated by us, okay? People who are in competition with us, okay? A lot of people assume that, that most things in life happen, by coincidence or just pure chance or something like that or what have you, guys, when in fact some things are a lot more orchestrated than and staged than you would think, guys, okay? So this is how it is. This is what it is for those of us who are very important persons, okay? Whether you know you're a very important person or this is something that was hidden from you, okay? And what I mean by this is for those of you all who have been picked on and bullied for no good reason, really and truly, like all your life, okay? For those of you who have had bad relationship after bad relationship after bad relationship, those of you who, no matter how hard you try or how hard you work, you've had bad luck with employment and different things like that or what have you, or just those of you who have had just bad luck in general, okay? Again, no matter how hard you try, how hard you work, it seems like you just can't ever get ahead. Can't ever really accomplish anything or achieve anything or succeed or progress in any type of way. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it seems like you can get to a certain level, and once you're at this certain level, it's like, the achievements goal blocker, come along and knock you down, okay? And so, like, throughout your entire life, it's like you are steady starting over, all over again, no matter what it is that you do, okay? And I mean, many different things like that, okay? Those of you who were, like, left out, neglected, abandoned, isolated, you were never included, like, you know what I'm saying? From your own supposed family to complete strangers, just kind of seemed like you just kind of was treated like nothing all your life. Even random people that you came across, whether they were friends or associates or baby mamas, baby daddies, different people like that. People just treated you like shit. People just, people be in your life for a little while, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, they hate your freaking guts, they're treating you like shit. Even when some of you all, even when you're still with somebody, around somebody, and no matter how much you give to them, no matter how much you please and appease them, no matter how much you cater to them, you still end up around low vibrational people who treat you like shit, okay? And then when it comes to professional people or wealthy persons or persons that's on a higher level that should be high vibrational persons, they treat you like Like, you don't even matter. Like, you shouldn't even exist. Like, why are you even here? I will see, type of energy, okay? But so if you've endured like any of that stuff, okay, and I'm not talking about, sometimes people go through shit in life or what have you, just because, but it's not something that you endure all of your life, you know what I'm saying, type of thing. Most people who've experienced bullying, you say you experienced some form of bullying when you were in elementary school, but by the time you went through middle school and high school and graduated and went to college and got in the work field and started dating, like the rest of your life, was seemingly just fine. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, life just be like that. You know what I'm saying? You work for a job, 20 odd some years, and then, you're laid off one freaking day, and you got no 401k, no insurances, no benefits, no nothing. You're just screwed. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes fucked up shit just happens in life, okay? But I mean, the person who you have, for no apparent reason at all that you can really understand, have just gone through one thing after another, after another, after another, and it doesn't matter who you are around. Friends, family, foes, ex-lovers, whoever, you were just never quite good enough, okay? That's for a reason, okay? And it's not like I said, it's not just one thing that is happening in your life. It's you looking back over your entire life, every year of life that you have had at every age, and you just endured the most your entire life, okay? You are likely this very important person, whether you know this or not. You know what I'm saying? Some people know you are a very important person, or you have some type of importance. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you were born in a royal family, you obviously are an important person for whatever role that you have. You know what I'm saying? If you know that you are born, it doesn't even have to be a royal family, but if you were born in a very wealthy family, well-to-do family, you know that you are an important person. You have a respected role within that family dynamic type of thing. You understand what I'm saying? Some people are born knowing that you are an important person, that you were meant to grow up and do great things, and be of importance in some type of way. And some of those people are treated like shit, okay, throughout their life, and different things like that, or what have you. But for those of you, there's many of you who are very important persons, and you don't know you're very important persons, okay? Or you're very important persons and nobody ever told you you were very important persons, especially those of you who don't know where you really come from. Don't know who your parents are, what your heritage is, what bloodline you come from, your true history, your true background, the true, the root of who you are, your ancestors and different things like that, or what have you. So, what I'm saying, and some of you are very important persons and you don't know it, okay? But we have a very important person here for a reason, okay? And I feel like this has to do with you rather than somebody else, guys, okay? Because right next to it, we have, you got to be strong to be alone. So you are this very important person, collective, and you've had to be strong, okay? You have found yourself at whatever adult age that you are right now, all alone, okay? And and it doesn't matter, okay, who you came across, who you met. So you worked hard, you focused, you strive for certain things, you know what I'm saying? You cater to people, you wasted your time loving people, you wasted your time giving your energy to people, you wasted your time having sex with people, giving your body to people. If you just look back all over your life, you pleased and appeased everybody from the time that you were a kid, okay? And if you think about it, really and truly, from a kid, you have to do what your family wants you to do, be who your family wants you to be, and then you are dragged to freaking church, and you're like bombarded and fed all of this, regurgitated, man-made stuff, and you are forced to be who the church wants you to be, and then you're forced to go to school, and you're forced to be what the teachers and different things want you to be, and then you're forced into the work field, and you are forced to be what the work field wants you to be, and then you start to date, and you get in relationships, and you're forced to be who your lovers want you to be. You are forced to be what everybody else wants you to be, and then the government, they come up with all the shit that they come up with, the ideal way that you should be living and who you should be as a person, and you are doing all of that. But guess what? Out of everything that you have done to please and appease other people, to cater to other people, to nourish other people to the point of them flourishing, you were the one who ended up alone, and you were the one who ended up with nothing. Okay, so Spirit is saying you got to be strong to be alone, and that strength like comes from like, it's like your own personal power. Okay, strength is within you. You can't buy strength anywhere. Nobody can give you some of their strength. Nobody can, you know what I'm saying? It's not something that you can just pick up at your local corner store or something like that. It's not something you can order off a line. You being strong comes from your inner strength. It's like a inner superpower, and either you got it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? So you're having to be strong to be alone, guys. Okay, this means that you have to have confidence, have courage, have faith. Okay, because you are enduring so much that's coming from so many different areas on so many different levels. You really do have to be strong to be alone. Okay, and not everybody. Y'all would be surprised as to how many people. There's a lot of people in the world who are afraid to be alone. There's a lot of people in the world who, when put in a position of being alone, they give up on themselves and they give up on life. Okay, so like, you know, that strength comes from within, and it has to be within you. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what you all have had to tap in and tune into, to learn how to survive and to be okay with being alone. But like I said, many of you didn't know. With all this, you have more strength and more power than you know. Because most people think of the word like strong and strength as like surface level energy. You know what I'm saying? If you say, oh, that guy is strong because he can lift up huge weights or what have you. Yeah, that's like physical strength. He can lift up a lot of freaking weights and different things like that or what have you. Or, you know what I'm saying? You look at a single mother who's had to do everything by herself and be like, oh, that woman is strong. She was able to take care of herself and take care of her children by herself or what have you. So strength comes from many different places, and it's many different forms of strength. Okay, but having all areas, it's like having all areas of strength within you and having to tap into that no matter what it is that you are enduring. Okay, why? Because you have your haters, your oppressors, your naysayers, your bullies, the ops, the agents of chaos, the trolls, the gang stalkers, you know what I'm saying, the haters, just all kinds of people that you come across. And guess what? You have to tap into that strength every time. Okay, and many of you all have now found yourself alone, guys. Okay, and speaking of gang stalking, you have gang stalking here. Okay, the reason why a lot of you all have found yourself alone and found yourself having to be strong is because you have had to endure a lot of gang stalking. Okay, and many of us have been going through this before we even knew what it was called or what it was or why it was or anything. Many of us has been going through this since we were kids. Okay, many of us was gang stalked by our families, gang stalked by our friends, gang stalked by ex-lovers, gang stalked by ex-co-workers, gang stalked by, you know what I'm saying, all kind of people on various different levels. And most of you didn't know what gang stalking was or the terminology for what it was called, probably until you went through an awakening, but until you became awake and aware to what was actually happening. Okay, especially if any of you who are listening to this feel like you are a targeted individual or you're being targeted and in certain ways or what have you. It probably was going on all along, more than likely. Okay, you just didn't become aware of it until you awaken to what is going on, and it is amazing how that works. Okay, how things could be like right in your face in plain sight, like it's not hid, it's not like, you know, in the back of the closet somewhere, up under a pile of stuff. It's not buried in the backyard. It's not, you know, it's something that is hidden. It's something that's always right there in your face and just never know that it's there. Okay, and I like discovered a lot of things like that when I awakened. When I awakened, there was a lot of things that was in my face the entire time that I literally had no clue like actually for real existed. Okay? And just keeping it lightly real quick, like secret societies was one of those things. Secrets, I mean, like, you know what I'm saying, Masonic lodges, they're not hidden up in the mountains, in the woods, and on land that is only owned by the government or some shit like that. They're in the open in some places. Okay. The majority of all those biggest Masonic lodges are probably somewhere smack dead in your downtown areas or what have you, like it is here in Arkansas or what have you. Do you know how often we have seen shit and we absolutely didn't have any idea what it was? You're probably seeing it and be like, oh, thinking that's some business, some company or something you don't know about. Kind of find out it's a whole secret society. You understand what I'm saying? I did not know until I awakened that they were like real witches. Like I knew about witches, but like with the witches, it wasn't that I didn't think witches exist. I just didn't know that there were so many. I thought witches was like few and far in between. You understand what I'm saying? So like literally for every town, I thought maybe probably only a couple witches, a few at the most witches was in any given town. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't even live close by one another. May not have even known one another type of thing. It wasn't until I awakened that I'm like, wow. Like, people be really out here witching. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's not just witches. Like, you hear witches and it just kind of sums one thing up. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, growing up, the things that you see about witches, you've always seen certain women be depicted as witches. Okay? I did not know that men were witches until I awakened, which are called warlocks. Like, what is a fucking warlock? I did not know that men would even be into such a thing. It still surprised me to this day when I run across men who do tarot. I think it's so cool. It's so awesome because most men, they probably hardworking during men and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, all other kind of shit. Like, you don't see a whole lot of men that's like into spirituality like that. Okay, like there's a lot of religious men in the world, but I'm talking about like as far as spirituality and doing spiritual practices like being an oracle reader or tarot reader. It like really tripped me out, and they still few and far in between or what have you. But when I awakened, like it wasn't just witches, female witches. It was witches, warlocks, sorcerers, dark priests, dark priestesses, Wiccans, witch practitioners, witch doctors, voodooists, illusionists, alchemists. Like, what? Those are all different titles. Okay? Shamans. I just like literally didn't know. Now I knew about shamans and different things like that or what have you, but like your shamans aren't like evil, like unless they choose to be. If they, there's different people in the world, but like most shamans, they're like more like healers and different things like that or what have you. But it's like just being bombarded with something like once you wake up. So anyway, long story short, the majority of you, some things, and those things, I mentioned those things because all of those things are in plain sight. They're technically not hidden. Even when it comes to like the secret societies and different things like that, I feel like the goings on within the secret societies is the main thing that is secret. Like the knowing of the secret societies is not secret. You know what I'm saying? You have people around you, people right in your supposed family, right in your circle of people who are part of these things that you have no clue, no freaking idea, not a hint at all. And so you go to an awakening and it's like, what? You know what I'm saying? And some things you awaken to, well, at least I did. And I was just shake my head and I'd be like, how awful is it for these Caucasian people to be doing this, to be a part of this? And so I looked the fuck around and I realized that it's a whole lot of people that's supposed to be my kind of people who is in these damn things, these various different things as well. And it's like, what the fuck? So I feel like for many of you all, gang stalking is just like this, okay? Many of you are just like targeted individuals, just seeing you're a targeted individual. Many of us have been targeted and been being gang stalked and bullied all of our life. We just didn't know to call it and what it actually was until we went through an awakening. Okay, so y'all are being gang stalked, harassed, dealing with community mobbing in some type of way. Gang stalking really is, it's like a surface level term for like a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? It's like saying government, okay? But just saying government, like there's like so many different branches of government. You know what I'm saying? Gang stalking is like one of those things. You say gang stalking, but there is different things that branch off from gang stalking, hacking, tracking, illegal invasions, violations, illegal surveillance. Like, you know, there's so many things that is done that stems from the main onset of gang stalking, guys. Okay, so you have been enduring gang stalking, okay, which is a lot of the reason. Well, you know, one of the reasons why you kind of see yourself by yourself on your own and all alone, and you're having to be so strong. But here it are, Spirit is saying you're a very important person. It's just like, it amazes me, and this thing in time, like it amazes me. Everybody think they the chosen, honey. Everybody think they divine, and if you really awake and aware, and you really, you know, spiritual, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to, like, you know, bust nobody's bubble or anything like that. Like, you know, who are you to tell somebody that, you know, bitch, you shouldn't feel like that about yourself because you ain't no motherfucking divine. You know what I'm saying? You know, so you don't say anything or whatever. At least I'm not the type of person to do so or what have you. But it's really interesting because those who are really chosen, those who are real earth angels, those who are really divine that's here on this earth, you would think that they would be treated special or something. You would think that they, you know, be like the cream of a crop, want for nothing, have everything. But the fact of the matter is, those who are really chosen are the ones who suffer the most. They really are. They're the ones who suffer the most. They're the ones who have the least. They're the ones who struggle the hardest. They're the last ones that anybody love. They're the last ones that anybody likely marry. They're the last ones that anybody, you know, actually put forth effort to appreciate or be good to. Like, you know, real chosen ones go through a whole lot. It's like a battle. It's like being at war in life all your life just because you're this chosen one. You understand what I'm saying? It's just like, even, you know, those of you who, you know, are Bible thumpers and different things like that or what have you, with the 144,000. Your 144,000 are like God's chosen, okay? But there are chosen ones even outside of those 144,000 or what have you. And so you would, you know, as a Christian, you would think, okay, well, if the gods have a 144,000, have earth angels here on earth, has, chosen ones here on this earth, have the 144,000 here, surely, you know, God is going to make sure that they are treated like very important persons. Everybody going to know who they are, and they're going to be, you know, treated good because they have a divine mission. You know what I'm saying? Not because they're more special than other people in the world type of thing, but because they have a divine mission here on this earth. We're talking about people who are meant to do something of importance here on this earth. Okay? And what I mean by importance, you know, when you think about, you know, different inventors and different things like that, or what have you, when you think about what Einstein did with energy, with, you know, and different things like that, you think about with Nikola Tesla, the things that he created, you know what I'm saying, all these inventors, the inventors of things that you use every day, the inventors of cars, the inventors of telephones, the inventors of, you know what I'm saying, things that you use every day. There are people who invented those things. Computers. Somebody invented computers. Somebody invented phones. Somebody invented cars. Somebody, because there was a point in time when none of that stuff existed. You had inventors. Those people were meant to, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they had some type of divine mission to, to come along and invent those certain things. And in the invention of those things, like, you know what I'm saying, brought about, different things in life for all of us, okay? That, end up being beneficial to the majority of us, okay? So you would think, if you were a chosen one, if you're one of the 144,000, if the Most High God specifically created you and put you here in this lifetime for a divine purpose, okay? And a divine purpose is something you are meant to do while on this earth, okay? And it's going to be different for different people, okay? Somebody was meant to be, say, an activist. And like on the set saying activist, it's like, well, it's a lot of people that speak out or speak up about something, but no, this person is meant to be a particular activist. And while in that field, something is going to come up and they're going to speak out about it, and it's going to be a great cause, and laws end up getting changed from this one in particular activist or what have you. That was their divine mission that they were supposed to do. Now, that's everybody's divine mission is not going to be the same divine mission. You understand what I'm saying? Your divine mission may have been to come here and awaken people. Okay? Somebody else's divine mission, mission may be to come here and invent something, create something that's going to be of service to everybody. That's going to help everybody. Somebody else's divine mission may be to come here, like I said, like an activist, and this person's level of knowledge or power or skill or activism is going to cause new laws to be created that's going to be fair and just for everybody, or what have you, that wasn't before written in history and different things, or what have you. So you would think persons as such, with such importance as they, would be treated good, but that's not how it goes. That's not how it goes. That's the reason why we end up being gang stalked. That's why we end up being alone, and that's the reason why we have to stay strong, no matter whether we are an important person or not. There's a whole lot of important people who have died already, before we was ever even thought about, before we ever even came along. Okay? This is the reason why Spirit is saying the hate is real. Because no matter how very much important you are as a person collective, there's a lot of people who hate you. This is the reason why you have been blackballed, neglected, discriminated against, bullied. You've dealt with racism, colorism, sexism, manipulation. There's been murder plots against you. You've dealt with psychological operations, psychological torture. You've dealt with harassment. You were cast out. You were shunned. You were bullied. There was spell work done on you. You were targeted. You were put on government watch lists as extremists just for being awake and speaking truth. You were tortured. You were abandoned. You were abused. You were blacklisted, red listed. You were betrayed. You were domestically terrorized, tortured. You were attacked. You dealt with cruelty and brutality, persecution. Some people prosecution. Some people isolation. Some people sabotage. The hate is real. And it's a lot of people who have even faced death because that hate is so real. But you are an important person. Could you imagine people who claim to be rulers and masters and leaders knowing you, who you are, and knowing that you are an important person, and knowing that you have a divine mission? You know how many people are sneaking and creeping around behind the scenes, and other people looking into other people's Akashic records, reading other people's birth charts? This is how they know who you are, where you come from, what bloodline you're tied to, what importance you have, what mission you have, and what you are meant to do. This is the reason why the satanic powers that be rise up so hard against some of us, like myself. It's not for no reason. Okay? Because when you are a nobody, you're not seen as a threat. And guess what? People in power that feel like you are a nobody and you're no threat of any kind, they don't know you. They don't care to know you. They don't think about you. They don't bother you. They don't worry about you. They're not concerned with you. Ain't nobody checking for you. Ain't nobody looking for you. Nobody's even working the fuck against you. You know why? Because you're not important to them. Because they don't care anything about you. But when you have people who go over and beyond to target you and attack you and to gang stalk you and harass you and to work against you all day, every day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days out the year, you are somebody important, whether they want to tell you so or not. We're talking about people who use their time, their energy, their effort, their money to stop you, block you, hinder you, halt you, work against you, sabotage you, ruin you, mind control you, brainwash you, all kinds of things. That's a lot for somebody who ain't important. That's a lot for somebody who does not matter. I get so mad when I watch like true crime shows and different things like that all the time, y'all, and it is really appalling. It is really appalling as to how many very evil, wicked people there are in the world. But it's even more appalling as to how many people who have killed children. Okay? And it's not even just them. It's like all kinds of people. And I sit back and I get so mad because I'm like, where the fuck, where's the gang stalking crew at? Like, you would think if this shit is going on, then it should be equal opportunity. You understand what I'm saying? Like with everybody. You understand what I'm saying? But when you see people who have killed people and eaten them, like, y'all be surprised as to how many regular, everyday, average Joe people have murdered people. I'm talking about regular folks. Y'all hear this about wealthy ass people. Y'all be surprised as to how many regular people in the world have killed people and eaten them, consumed them. Do you know how many cases there are where kids have been like neglected and abandoned, like not fed, like abused purposely unto death? Do you know how many cases there are where these people have literally like fucking pimped out fucking babies, bruh, and did this shit unto their death? And it's like, where the fuck was the witches and the warlocks? Why the fuck wasn't they casting any curses or spells on these motherfuckers? Where the fuck is the gang stalking crew? Why weren't they being targeted? Why weren't they being hacked and tracked and watched and followed and illegally surveillance in the privacy of their home? Why the fuck? Because all of these crimes could have been the fuck prevented. But they're not doing that to them folks. It's like, so what the fuck is really going on here? The satanic powers that be seems to only be interested in sabotaging and ruining the lives. Because see, a lot of them people, they go on doing the shit that they do for a long fucking time. That's how your serial killers and shit kill for so fucking long. And when they are caught up and apprehended, it's like, it be a whole dramatization. The government knew about them all the fuck along. And I'm not saying that people so ignorant that they don't know what the fuck is going on. They know everything that's going on every fucking where. They purposely not doing anything about it. And let them kill a person. And then, you know what I'm saying, when they decide to, it be a whole dramatization and make mainstream media news. It be like, you know, a high profile case and the satanic powers that be in on it. Be a whole, all kind of movies and books and some more shit come from shit. A lot of motherfuckers making money off of such a tragic situation. They never let a good crisis go to fucking waste. Okay? And so you think about yourself, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, here you are. You are a good person and all this other kind of stuff. You ain't a part of none of this crap that you watching these videos of and different things like that or what have you. But here it is, your life is being made a living fucking hell. You have invaded and violated in every way. You're fucking, from your privacy to your human rights to your civil and your constitutional rights, have been stripped from you as if that shit never the fuck existed. Now, from corrupt government officials to wealthy the fuck elites to your own family working the fuck against you. Do y'all know that there are serial killers that have not only friends but family, fans, murder groupies? You know how many motherfuckers locked up that have gotten married behind while locked up in some more shit? And here you are, get up and your life is a living hell every day and you treat it like fucking shit. And you ain't nothing of what all these other motherfuckers is into. You got rapists and human traffickers who living free as a motherfucking bird. They getting up doing what the fuck they want to do on a daily fucking basis. Sex trafficking, human trafficking is $1 billion motherfucking operation. You think them motherfuckers being hacked and tracked and stalked? And illegally surveillance and all this other kind of stuff. So it makes you wonder, who really making them millions of billions of dollars off that fucking operation? Because I don't know how the fuck you can hate somebody like me so goddamn much where you work against me every motherfucking day. But the people who rapists and murderers and traffickers right in your face every motherfucking day, that's living free as a motherfucking bird, living their best motherfucking life, unfucking touched, unbothered. It does not make sense. Shit got to make logical to fuck sense. Motherfuckers not under mind control. They're not being brainwashed. They're not like none of that shit. You have got to be a very important person, collective, if you're going through all of this. So, and such an important person that they have isolated you. So the point of you being alone and not having anybody, this is why you got to be strong. So they would rather you be alone. They would rather your ass still be under mind control. That way they can have a handling in your life. To gaslight you and keep an eye on you and report back on you and different things like that or what have you. But if they can't get a handle of the handle that they want in your fucking life, then they just sabotage your life to the point where you have no support system at all and you just the fuck alone. That's the reason why you have to be the fuck strong. You're such an important person that they would rather you suffer in misery the fuck alone than for you to make anybody else awake or aware or like, you know what I'm saying? Spirit is saying you're a very important person though, collective. Okay? You got to be strong to be alone. You're being gang stalked and the hate is real. So, when I clarify very important person, we get success is doing ordinary things extraordinarily well. Okay? Spirit is saying you shine bright like a diamond, collective. Okay? You are meant to shine brightly. Whoever I'm speaking to, you are meant to be in the spotlight. But when it comes to the wealthy elite, the powers that be, the rulers and the masters, they don't want you to shine brightly. They don't want, some of y'all, they don't want you seen, they don't want you heard, they don't want you known. This is the reason why they try to bury you. This is the reason why they've tried to silence you. This is the reason why they've tried to keep you hidden. But you continue to show the world just how worthy you are because you're creative, whether they want you to be or not. You have abilities, whether they want you to have them or not. You have skills, whether they want you to have them or not, okay? Some of you have spiritual gifts. Others of you have other talent, skills, abilities, creative ways about you, okay? Whether you do it as a hobby, as a trade, your career, your occupation, what have you. I'm speaking to someone who is meant to be in the spotlight or a superstar, if you want to say so, or what have you. It's something about your talents, your artistry, your creativity, your abilities, okay? You are meant to do something in this lifetime. And you got nothing but evil, wicked people who are trying to stop you and block you to prevent you from doing so. Because Spirit is saying success is doing ordinary things extraordinarily well. Okay? And the things that you do them extraordinarily well because you're a very important person and you've been given some type of divine mission. You have been blessed with whatever talents, skills, or abilities that you have to do what it is that you do. But you have people who don't like it. To clarify, you got to be strong to be alone. We have here got to nourish to flourish here, guys. Okay? So this is the temperance energy here. Okay? You could be somebody who's very tempered, okay? The temperance card is all about perfecting balance and doing things in moderation. It's about balance and peace and patience and tranquility and harmony. It's a sense of honesty and purity, okay? Earth angel type of energy collective, okay? You have this divine angelic connection to the spirit realm, to the Most High. Spirit is saying, okay? You could be someone who's loving, nurturing, caring, kind, generous, attentive, affectionate type of individual, which people have taken your kindness for weakness, okay? But you're a starseed. You're a highly sensitive indigo collective, okay? And you have a purpose, which is why you are this very important person. Okay, to clarify game stalking, we get partners in crime here. Okay, so this is not you being game stalked or gaslit by one person. It seems to be a whole scheme of teams, a whole group of individuals who's scheming, scamming, con artists. They're full of deception. They're low down and dirty. They're sellouts. They're a crime mob. They're indulged in criminal activities, plots, plans, schemes, strategies, setups. Very cold-blooded manipulator type of individuals who are gang stalking you. Okay, and they're all partners in crime together. To clarify, the hate is real. We have the devil here. Spirit said evil is as evil does here, okay? The people who hate you, collective, who hate on you and who have done hateful things to you, these people could belong to some type of wicked cult or witch coven. They could be into devil worship, okay? These people have addictive patterns of behavior, some type of addictions or bad habits, just toxic behavior, okay? These people are full of lust, temptations, desires, hostility, greed, materialism, anger, possessions, obsessions, restrictions, addictions. Some of you may have even come across some witches and some warlocks, but these individuals are in their self. No, their shadow side, their dark side. There's something very evil, wicked, sinister, dark, or demonic about them because they are chained to the devil. Okay? And y'all know the devil energy in itself, it comes with strings attached. Okay? So you're dealing with some toxic individuals who are sellouts. And these sellouts are the ones who have this hatred for you. Are the ones who have been assigned their demonic mission to do the things that they have done to you guys, okay? So let's see what other messages Spirit has. Spirit, clarify a very important person. Clarify a very important person. What did I tell you? Chosen one. Earth angel. Like, I'm not making it up. Whoever you are an actual chosen one. Okay? You were chosen by the gods. You're one. I feel like not only are you a chosen one, but you're one of the 144,000. You're an earth angel. You have a divine mission. There could be people in a power and authority who knows this. Spirit, clarify, you got to be strong to be alone. You got to be strong to be alone. There's something also about, like, either your spirituality or something. Whether you are someone who's religious or spiritual, guys, okay? I am seeing psychic here. Okay? You could be a psychic collective. You could be a high priestess, a seer, a light worker, a visionary, a revolutionary, a prophet or prophetess, an astrologer, a gypsy, or what have you. Okay? Some people don't like you because you're psychic. Okay? Yeah, you got bullies here. So these people are bully and brainwashing came out here. So these bullies are your tormentors, guys. So bully and brainwashing is clarifying gang stalking and partners in crime here. These people are your tormentors. They see you as a scapegoat, an easy target. They see you as a black sheep because this is how you've been treated all your life. Some of these people, especially those on a lower level, they don't know who you are, or that you are a very important person. Okay? They're just sellouts who are doing anything for money. So some of them were assigned to you. Some of them was just, paid to work against you, and they don't even know why they're working against you. They just know that they're getting some type of incentives. These are flying monkeys, Spirit is saying. Okay? But these individuals are bullies. These partners in crime who are working together to gang stalk you, to harass you, to bully you, or what have you, or to torment you. They are your bullies. Okay? To clarify, the hate is real with the devil. We have brainwashing here. Okay? I didn't know if I wanted to put both of those how it came out or what have you. Some of you are saintly. Okay? You could have been meant to be a caretaker, a savior, or a hero, a philanthropist, a martyr, or something. There's something about you being saintly, and these people trying to treat you like a servant or a peasant or some shit. Like there's something about you that is saintly, that is divine, with you being this chosen one or what have you. But these people want to treat you, trying to force you to be a servant when you are not. These people have caused destruction in your life. They're destroyers, sabotagers. They're fools, Spirit is saying. They've been doing things to brainwash you, collective. This could be MK Ultra mind control, AI mind control, remote neural monitoring, okay? Government, any type of governmental programming, monarch programming, or anything like that. They've been attacking you spiritually, religiously, socially, politically. Yeah. Because I'm seeing illegal here. Illegal harassment, illegal surveillance, illegal technology, militarized operation, cruel and unusual punishment, stalking, domestic terrorism, tracking, satanic ritual abuse, hacking, hate crimes, invasions, violations, or what have you guys. What they have been doing to you is illegal. Especially when it comes to this mind control, brainwashing bullshit. These people try to keep you enslaved. Okay? You are the victim of injustice, collective. These perpetrators wanted some type of payback or revenge on you, and you are the victim of injustice, which is the reason for all of this destruction, the Spirit is saying. Yeah, there's persons in power, people in positions of authority, people with fame, fortune, recognition, celebrity status, popular status, people who are well known, who have abused their power. Spirit is saying. Yeah, this is what's going on here. You are the victim of injustice, collective. Spirit, any other messages? Very important person. Any other messages on very important person? Or either you got to be strong to be young. Yeah, somebody is abusing technology, using technology, spyware, abusing technology in some way, shape, form, or fashion, Spirit is saying. Yeah. You've been the victim of torture as well, the victim of injustice, the victim of torture. Okay? Got bullying, power, brainwashing, illegal. Yeah, discrimination. These people are also chained to the devil. I'm seeing the devil here with dark magic, possessed, curse here, discrimination. These people are discriminating against you sexually, socially, religiously, spiritually, or what have you. These people are chained to the devil. These people could have also tried to cause you health issues, collective, because you're a very important person. They have done things to you to try to create mental illness in you, to try to make you have some type of mental breakdown of some kind, to try to cause you some type of instability, insanity, or something, Spirit is saying. Yeah, this is discrimination. But their discrimination is going to be the fall of civilization. due to their greed, their corruption, their indulgence, and their ignorance, Spirit is saying. What you're enduring is discrimination. Okay? On a massive level, a massive scale. Okay, guys? So let's see what other messages. Spirit clarify very important person. Very important person, Spirit. Clarify very important person, Spirit. What is this very important person? I'm seeing faithfulness. There's something about your faith or you're being loyal. Collective, I'm seeing here. What? I'm seeing Lord here. Whoever you are, you're meant to be someone in power with authority, influence of some kind. You should be like, you're supposed to be like the master or ruler of something in some type of way. Spirit, clarify any other messages on very important person. Scholar. Something about Lord and scholar. Whatever it is that you're supposed to do here, okay? Something you have to do with literature, writing, an author of something. A scholar, by definition, is someone who is a specialist in a certain field of study. But whatever this is, like, you're supposed to be in power, authority, or of influence. You're a master at something or in something. You're meant to be a scholar. Spirit is saying. Spirit, clarify you and these people who are working against you. The people in power, like the wealthy elite, they probably know this by now. They know this. And they're trying to stop this. They're trying to block this. They're trying to prevent this. Spirit is saying. They don't want you, whoever you are, okay, whether it's a racist thing, a colorist thing, a sexist thing, or whether it's just a hate crime type of thing. They don't want you to have this wealth, you to have this power, you to be on that level. And so they're using abusive tactics. Like, they could even know that you are a chosen one. Whatever this is that you're meant to do is because that you are chosen. And it's also because you are a psychic. So these are essentially people who are trying to block your life purpose, your destiny, your divine mission. Spirit, clarify you got to be strong to be alone. I'm seeing house here. A lot of you all could spend a lot of your time at home. In the house. You got to be strong to be alone, Spirit. It's something they wanted to break your faith or faithfulness or loyalty to whatever it is that you believe in. I'm seeing a hope here. But you see this hope card here. You see how this person is like crouched over, leaning over. This thing, I don't know what this thing is. It's like, look like one of those things they used like back in the day when a person has some type of injury or was hurt in some type of way here. And see, you see how this blindfold is supposed to be over this person's eyes? I don't know how well y'all can see that. This blindfold is supposed to be on this person's eyes, but if you look very closely, you can see that person's eyes at the bottom of that blindfold. So you're supposed to be blind, but you're not. Okay? Which I feel like it's like you're supposed to be, like, you're not supposed to be awake, aware, and different things like that, but you are. And I feel like you have seen a lot of things, because with this blindfold being over this person's eyes, because it's like, even when they thought you were still under mind control, you know, brainwashed, dumbed down, under mind control in some type of way, you still were able to see. You remember. I'm seeing my lady here, okay? So y'all start, not my lady, guys, melancholy. Okay, melancholy by definition is like feelings of sadness, feelings of depression. Okay, so what you have endured has definitely caused you to be in that energy. It's like hope, melancholy type of energy. Okay, something has been being done to you since you were a child as well. Spirit, clarify gang stalking, partners, gang stalking, partners in crime, bully, tower. Yes, something has been being done to you since you were a child. You see money and child here? This has been, these partners in crime that's been gang stalking you. Like, y'all have endured MK Ultra. Y'all have endured mind control, brainwashing, satanic ritual abuse, maybe even trafficking and different things like that. You've definitely been getting abused in various different ways since you were a child. There's something about money, and when you were a child, this is the reason why you're being gang stalked the way you are. I'm also seeing letter and priest here at the bottom of the deck. Some type of letter was sent by a priest. Like the Pope could even know who you are. Or, I don't know, this could be, unless there's somebody who's a priest that is close to you or within your family or something like that or what have you. But with that letter in priest, like somebody sent some type of letter or something to a priest, or a letter came from a priest or something. Spirit, clarify the hate is real. Clarify the hate is real. So I'm seeing soldiers here, military. The military is involved with something here. I'm also, there's a lot of shit that went on with you. I'm seeing here merchant, prison, and surprise. If you look at this merchant card here, it's this guy, he's like sitting on this dock or at the end of this bay here, right by the ocean here. And in the distance, you see this boat. And this man is standing here with all these different goods. By definition, a merchant is a person or a company who deals with foreign countries in wholesale and trade. This is human trafficking. It's not no goods of any kind. It's like you're a person, you know what I'm saying? But this is human trafficking, not the trafficking of goods. You know what I'm saying? Like you create a certain type of goods and a business overseas, like you're doing business with somebody overseas, so you ship your goods to them, they pay you for your goods like that or what have you. This has to do with human trafficking because you got prison here. You were trafficked. And this prison card is like you being like in prison in something, like held hostage, captive in some type of way. Okay? And then on the surprise card, surprise by definition means shock. Okay? You see this man that's down here by this water, and he's got this net, and he's getting these fish about the water here. Okay? Or he's getting something. That's not a fish, but it says 6,000. Well, whatever it is, he's getting up out the water. Or something. 6,000, there's something here. You could have been sold here, okay? You could have been trafficked on like a boat or something like that. You were imprisoned, hostage, captive here. It's not how you got in the water. Whoever this man is, somebody may have rescued you from some type of water or something like that, okay? I feel like this ties into this, okay? Money, child, merchant, prison, surprise. Some type of monies. A lot of money was made off of you as a child. This merchant energy speaks of trafficking. This prison energy speaks of you being held captive, hostage. And the surprise energy here may have been you being found in some type of way or at some point in time here, okay? This is why these people are stalking you and harassing you. They've been doing things to you since you were a child, collective. They tried to break you as a child to keep you from being this great leader that you're meant to be, because you're a chosen one, for real. You're a psychic, for real. Okay? The hate is real. Enemy here. So you got soldiers here and you got enemies here. So this is like the military. Soldiers are obviously in the military, makes up the military. And the enemies, this could literally be the wealthy elite, the satanic powers that be. Yeah. Spirit, what's the overall energy? What's the overall energy? So you have, what you have is a bunch of pleasure seekers who do things for their own amusement, their own enjoyment, their own liking, their own ill will, their own benefit, their own desire. Because they want to, because they make them feel good. Is why they're discriminating against you, collective. These pleasure seekers are discriminating against you, okay? And it's a whole lot of them. Spirit is saying. Okay? And I guess they thought you was boo-boo the fool, honey. They thought you wasn't gonna know. Okay? What these 6 twisted coward bastards have done. They don't want you to know who you really are, where you really come from. The real importance that you have. Yeah, look, death. This is the reason why they've been wishing death upon you, collective. This is the reason why they want you dead and gone. Whoever you are, you're worth, like, wealth. Yeah. Death. Something about the moon cycle. Something about spells, manifestations here. Book of Shadows. Somebody's using a Book of Shadows. Like a book of secrets. Shadows, a book of the dead, or something like that. You could be a healer, collective. Some type of rituals are going on. Rituals, invocations, or something like that is going on. Like I said, somebody is using a book of shadows. Which speak of secrets. Some hand. I think I'm saying that right. Is death. The ritual speaks of invocations, and the book of shadows speaks of secrets. Yeah, cauldron, containment. Somebody's even doing cauldron magic on you. Bottom of the deck, we have a theme here which speaks of boundaries. These people have gone over and beyond to cross your boundaries. Spirit is saying, okay? This is beyond discrimination. This is a hate crime. This is a hate crime that's being committed by the highest in government and power and the wealthiest elite that there are. Spirit, clarify very important person. Clarify very important person. Somebody could be searching for you, looking for you. Could be another reason why they tried to keep you hidden or secret or something like that. I just think searching. Somebody's been searching for you. Yeah, I'm seeing searching online, looking for info, looking for records. It's interesting. As I see searching, Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael could literally be on Earth right now. Archangel Michael is looking for you. They're trying to keep you hidden from Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is your protection, preventing you from harm, okay? Divine intervention. Archangel Michael is on Earth right now. Look, I'm literally, searching Archangel Michael in Alien. This all came out on very important person. Okay. Spirit, clarify you got to be strong to be alone. Some of you may write something about writing, a diary, keeping notes or something like that. You may be a writer. Something about journal. You got journal here. I'm seeing realization and threatens here. Or some of you could be writing about things like a realization, speak of awareness, finding out, coming to light. Spirit, clarify you got to be strong to be alone. Many of you could be single as well. Okay? These people game stalking you. They have threatened you. They have done things to embarrass you. They have attacked your appearance as well. These people didn't even want you attractive or beautiful or things like that. These people have purposely, like, really? They have purposely tried to sabotage your appearance and your beauty. Yeah, you could be single, collective. I feel like you write a lot. You've come into the realization a lot because you're awakened, okay? You could be single. That's your current status available. I feel like you do a bunch of cleansing, meditating, clearing your space, removing negativity. So clarify this game stalking. Clarify this game stalking. I'm seeing this like I'm seeing threaten. You got gossip here. So a lot of petty jealousy, envy, and gossip, rumors, slander, backbiting, backstabbing, defamation. Yeah, because these are karmic ass individuals. Okay? Yeah, spirit say the hate is real. We got poison here. These people are poisonous. They're toxic, unhealthy behaviors in these people here. They could have even tried to poison you, collective. There are like meetings of people. There's some type of meetings that take place about you. Discussing, planning, plotting, scheming, strategizing. Somebody could be trying to trigger you in some type of way. Somebody could be trying to trigger you to have like some type of like nervous breakdown, mental breakdown, or something. Yeah, these people are drama kings and drama queens is working against you. They're thirsty. They love causing chaos. Spirit is saying. And you got both men and women. Both the masculine and the feminine that wanted to come out on the hate is real. Spirit, one more on the hate is real. These people have also tried to cause you like anxiety. They want you scared. They want you panicked. Or something. Yeah. I'm also seeing here retaliation, punishment, payback, or revenge. Okay? So you got these poisonous, toxic, unhealthy behaviors in these people who drama queens, drama kings. They thirsty. They love causing chaos, wanting some type of retaliation, punishment, payback, or revenge on you, Spirit is saying. Okay? Spirit, what's the overall energy? They're trying to cause some type of tragedy in your life. Yeah. Entrapment. They're trying to entrap you for money, collective. Whoever you are worth a lot of money. And these people don't want you to have it. They are willing to lie, cheat, steal, or even kill to keep you from having it and to steal it from you. Okay? You got discrimination here. Pleasure seekers, boundaries, entrapment. So what you have is a bunch of pleasure seekers who are discriminating against you, doing things to cross your boundaries, and trying to entrap you for money when you are a very important person. So much so that even Archangel Michael is here on earth and looking for you. You have Archangel Michael here and aliens searching for you. I can't make it up. Those of you who don't believe, this is not the time nor the place for me to try to help you to believe, make you believe, okay? Spirit, clarify very important person. Clarify very important person. Clarify very important person, Spirit. Clarify a very important person. And collective, like I'm sitting up here looking, talking about Archangel Michael could be looking for you. You might be Archangel Michael. You might be alien. But you have Archangel Michael or aliens who are looking for you. Okay? Off that. There's something, I'm telling you, there's something professionally that you're supposed to be doing. You see how you just see one person here, but this person has 6 arms here, okay? Like an octopus or something. You're clearly not an octopus. You could be a water sign, you could be a fish or something like that, or what have you. There's something about your profession, your expertise, omniscience, talent, skills, abilities, or what have you. Something you're supposed to be doing professionally. Something you were supposed to have a long time ago. A profession you were supposed to be in a long time ago. Spirit is saying, okay? Spirit, clarify you got to be strong to be alone. Whoever you are, you're a sweetheart, collective. I feel like a lot of people have taken your kindness for weakness. Spirit, clarify you got to be strong to be alone. These people have tried to make you homeless. These people wanted you unseen, unheard. They wanted you blind. Spirit, clarify you got to be strong to be alone. You got to be strong to be alone. Yeah, I'm seeing loneliness here. They purposely did things to make your life like full of dullness and disappointment and isolation, collective. They're even trying to do things to make you have like, to cause you nightmares, make you suffer, have darkness and persecution. Yeah, these people who are gang stalking you, they're in some type of commitment, some type of binding contract. They belong to some type of cult, covens, or secret societies or something like that. Yeah. These people that's in this commitment, in these binding contracts, they've been trying to trap you, trick you, allure you, victimize you in some type of way. Okay? Yeah. Spirit, any other messages? Whoever you are, you're meant to live for a long time. So if you dealing with like death threats and different things like that, whoever you are meant to live for a long time. Like a very old age. Like, you know what I'm saying? Probably like a natural number, you know, as to how long, you know, the average of how long a person can live here on earth, but you're meant to live a long life, whoever you are. These people have tried to cause you illnesses, sicknesses. They wanted you not seen, not heard, not known. They wanted you literally blind, brainwashed, and dumbed down. They literally want, like, you know what I'm saying? They have tried to trap you, victimize you, allure you, trick you. They've threatened you. They've embarrassed you. They've attacked your appearance. They didn't even want you to look beautiful. Okay? They've tried to attack your self-esteem, your confidence, your body, your skin, your eyes, like everything. Okay? And they've been doing things to, like, I feel like this ties into this brainwashing and this illegal shit with this mind control ass shit for you to suffer. I'm seeing nightmare here, okay? They wanted your life to be like a living nightmare. Suffering, darkness, persecution. Some of y'all, they wanted y'all dead by now. They literally have done some of everything to try to force you to suicide. And collective, with everything that these people have been doing, and the things that they, and considering the fact that we know that they have been doing this to you since you were a child, they don't have the authority to kill you. So all their threats to kill you is bullshit. It's literally just to like scare you, to spook you. It's bullshit. They can't kill you. As much as they have worked against you all your life, The younger you were, the more vulnerable you were. Think about it. They had the perfect opportunity. Like, take myself for instance, okay? They had 30 good years to kill me if they wanted to kill me. I was under mind control. I wasn't awake. I wasn't aware, and all this other kind of shit. Even though I've been intuitive all my life and different things like that, or what have you, because of the satanic ritual abuse, because of the brainwash, the mind control, and all this other kind of crap. They literally had 30 good years. I didn't awaken as I was 30. I'm 41 now, allegedly. That's 11 years that I've been awake. That they have just gone super hard. But see, they was already profiling me, watching me, tracking me. Whatever. I got a chip. I got an implanted chip inside of me. They've been watching me all my life. They could have killed me at any time. Also, another thing, collective. Whoever you are, your importance is so high. There's even certain things that is like off limits. So like, killing you is one thing, but there's certain things that's like forbidden for you. Like you don't have to do. Like what other people have done to get certain things that they get, you don't have to do. And that probably pisses some people off. Okay? So if other people sold their soul and sold their ass and had to fuck their way to the top to get what they got, you don't have to. Just for instance, okay? And this is the reason why they go so hard against you. This is the reason why they work against you so hard. Okay? You're a very important person to the Most High. You're supposed to have a very important position here in this lifetime on this earth. But everybody, if you notice, whoever you are that's going to resonate with you, everybody you have ever come into contact with have treated you less than. It has been on purpose. Everybody, nobody has ever made you, if you think about it, nobody has ever made you feel special. Nobody has ever really loved you. Nobody has ever even pleased you to the fullest sexually on purpose just because they don't want you to hit the ultimate climax. That shit alone probably could change lives. Okay? Because sex magic is some of the most potent magic, especially when you're dealing with, especially coming from someone who is as of importance as yourself. Okay? You have been bullied on purpose, left out on purpose, teased on purpose. If you notice, every good parent in the world, I don't give a damn what race they are, every good parent that really loved their children throughout their kids' life, at a certain age, you watch your kids grow up. You might have one kid who is just like really into academics, really, really book smart, okay? And you have another kid who's like athletic. You understand what I'm saying? Or what have you. As a parent, you see that and you would embrace that in your children. So if your kids, you see this kid is athletic, you would sign them up for sports, put them in sports, let them get the experience with playing and practicing and different things. You got a kid that's singing, they probably in choirs right from school, right in church, growing up singing. You know what I'm saying? If you got a kid that's into academics, that's really smart, book smart and different things like that or whatever, they rather read a book or, do some type of science project or something rather than go outside and play or something, you got a really smart freaking child. That's liable the child that, gonna go and be an engineer or a scientist or, something. You would embrace that in your kids. You got an artistic kid, they like to draw, they like to paint, they like to, I don't know, dancing, whatever it is, you would embrace that in them. You would support that in them. You understand what I'm saying? As a good parent. Whoever you are, collective, nobody has ever supported you. I guarantee you, nobody has ever taught you anything on purpose. Like people didn't, some of the simplest shit that parents are supposed to teach you, I wasn't taught. Everybody around me could swim except for me. Nobody ever taught me to swim. I had to teach myself to swim when I was grown. Nobody taught me how to drive. Ever. I taught myself how to drive. And it's so interesting because I taught myself how to drive by trial and error. I had like a friend girl and her mom as a teen. I was young. Um, Wanted me to take their clothes to the laundromat or something like that. So I get in that car, y'all, and it took off faster. That car just split around, and the back of it, I think, ended up like bumping into the tree, hitting the tree or something like that or whatever. I'll never forget that, y'all. But after that, I was able to drive like I was born to it, and nobody ever taught me how to drive. I took my driver's test without reading the book. Parents, you go down to the DMV and you get that book for your kid and you have them to study it and read it and you tell them about, the signs and the different symbols and all of that shit. I learned it all on my own. Nobody ever taught me like the fundamentals of life, and I didn't have anybody there to teach me about dating, about boys, about like anything like that. I didn't even really have a childhood like that. Like everybody goes through the age, from one age to the next, through your childhood. That's different than actually having a childhood. Different little games and celebrations and things. You either were not picked or you were the last to be picked in fucking school. You were just teased and picked on and bullied for no reason at all. And you look around and some like nothing ass individuals like popular and shit. Or like, not so much to say they were nothing, but like these might be like, little delinquent ass type of kids or fast hot ass. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like they was popular. Everybody loved them. Everybody was their fucking friend. And here you are. Nobody likes you. You go home. You're still excluded, isolated, treated like shit. Okay? You gotta dwell, but just think back over your life and different things like that or what have you. Those things that you endured, that was on purpose. Everybody around me has a passport. I have never had a passport a day before in my life. I have family. How do you have family? I'm talking about your immediate family who goes on fucking cruises and shit, but do not take you. How do your young, if you're supposed to be the oldest, how do your younger supposed siblings have passports and shit, but you have never had one? Going on cruises and shit. Whenever minors, kids, but you have never been. Somebody didn't want you to leave the country on purpose. You wasn't taken on purpose. I got supposed step siblings who had houses and shit in their name when they were fucking minors. Had houses and shit given to them. But they don't give me shit. Did anybody buy my first car? Buy my first apartment? I had to learn how to do all this shit myself, by myself. Nobody taught me that. Nobody taught me how to fill out an application, how to go and get a job, how to get my first apartment, any of that shit. I just taught myself. I had street sense and didn't even know how I had it. Because I was such a square growing up. You would have thought as young as I was on my own that I was just like fast, hot in the ass, just like all over the place, behind the building smoking cigarettes and shit. I wasn't. It wasn't. Nobody taught me shit though, and it was on purpose. It was on purpose. I'm a very good visual learner. Anything that I don't know how to do, I literally can watch it done once or twice and master it. Nobody has taught me nothing. Even with talent, skills, and abilities, some talent, skills, and abilities that I have, I just have. Like I'm not formally trained in it, or when how people like go to schools and get training in certain things. No, I just know how to do it. Nobody ever have taught me anything. And I'm telling you all of this, not because I'm dwelling and I'm having some type of fucking pity party and woe is me and all this old bullshit. No. I'm telling y'all this as an example for you to think about your life. So you'd be like, you know what? That happened with me too. That damn show is probably why that was going on. Okay? Because some of y'all can identify with some of this stuff too. Okay? And y'all need to understand, like, abuse happens in many different ways, shape, forms, or fashions. A lot of times you say child abuse, and a person would think, oh my gosh, this child is dirty, they're not clean, they're unfit. I was a teacher's pet when I was in school with the white folks. Like the good white teachers I had, they liked me because I was fucking clean. I was a black kid that was clean. You'll be surprised how some Caucasian people think. Especially when they're teachers and different things like that. They can't say it out loud, but I've always been able to, I'm very intuitive, and I've always been able to observe really well. Plus they say things like this. Oh, you're looking so pretty, you look so clean. So, no, I wasn't the kid that was dirty, that was in the torn clothes and the rags, and I wasn't the kid that went without, I didn't go unfed. I didn't have, like, I wasn't neglected like that. You know what I'm saying? I was clean and had good clothes and good shoes, and hair was combed, and skin was shined up without an ashy spot from Vaseline, being drenched in Vaseline from head to fucking toe, and I smelled real good, and I looked real good, bitch, and all of that. But I was still being abused. I didn't miss a meal or any of that type of shit like that. But I was still being the fuck abused. So abuse looks different for different people is all I'm saying. Okay? But if y'all think about it, a lot of the things that y'all have, the way y'all have been treated, or things that you've endured, it's because some of you you've been surrounded by a bunch of people who wanted to do nothing but suppress you. Even with people that you were friends with or what have you, like every time I got close to a friend when I was younger, they were killed. They mysteriously popped up dead. I had 2 friends or what have you, and we was like the closest. We were really close with each other, and I know she was going through some stuff and different things like that, but the interesting thing is the adopted mother, there was no way for her to know that person was my friend. Okay? So I knew it was certain things that she would say back then, that I knew that they were watching me at all times. Okay? Because she knew that this person was my friend. I'll never forget, she came home one day, or either to my grandma's house one day or something like that, and told me that my friend Miracle was dead, and I never seen or heard from her again. So people that when you are dealing with satanic ritual abuse and different things like that, there's things that's being done on purpose to, like, things as significant as that, that's done on purpose to break your heart, to hurt your feelings. I had another friend, Ayana, who was murdered as well, and we was teens at the time, and she was in a car. From what I was told, you know what I'm saying, these people are all seen one day, and the next day I was just told by people that they were dead. See, we was teens at the time, and she it was said that she was pregnant. She was in a car with somebody, but they got hit by a train. Like, who the fuck decided to stop on the train? She was murdered, though. Probably to cover up her pregnancy, who she was really pregnant by, or some shit like that. Or she probably was just a blood sacrifice. Miracle probably was too. Okay? But you know what I'm saying? Certain people are just like, you have them 1 minute, and the next minute they just, strip from your life and different things like that, or what have you. Spirit is saying. And that's like really traumatized. Like, those things happened when I was really, really fucking young. Imagine those are the only little associates that you have, friends, the people that you think are friends that you have, and things like that. And then that happens. You understand what I'm saying? So, Yeah. If you thought you were cool with somebody, friends with somebody, or something like that, and then all of a sudden they were stripped from you, or all of a sudden they just popped up dead, and different things like that. There was another girl that I think this was in high school that I was friends with. But that girl, every time I seen her, I could just feel something. Like I feel like she was being abused in some type of way. She did have sickle cell or what have you, so she always looks kind of sickly like, but sad like it was something else besides the sickle cell. And seen her one day, and the next day they was like she was dead. I think she was abused. I think she was killed. Um, I wasn't real close to her, but I knew her. Because we went to school together and stuff like that, or what have you, and ate lunch together sometimes, or what have you. She died. There's a lot of young people that fucking just be dying mysteriously. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, so y'all just think about that, because whoever you are, if you're resonating with this, you're actually an important person, collective, whether you know this or not, because a lot of us, they've hidden these things from you. Okay, you probably have noticed all your life they've tried to make you think that you were a nobody. You wasn't pretty enough, you wasn't smart enough, you wasn't talented enough, you wasn't good enough. This is how people around you made you feel your entire life, like you wasn't a fucking enough. And so you was like, if you had, strong-willed and strong-minded, you're like, yo, fuck it. So when you able to, maneuver around and like comprehend and understand on your own and do things on your own, you're like, fuck it, I believe in me. I'm going to support myself. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. This is when you realize people in the world are doing the same thing too. Suppressing you on fucking purpose. I've been writing since I was a kid, bro. I had a chance for some of my poems to be put in something or to go to like this poetry thing or whatever. Totally sabotaged. Didn't even get to go. How do you have an adult that loves you and cares about you and supports you who don't even put you in the right roles, in the right areas for you to excel or succeed in some type of way? And then I ended up, a lot of my stuff getting left behind at this person's house, and I ended up being in like state's custody in some type of facility or something like that, or what have you. And this person lied, and they're like, oh yeah, there was a flood and only all of my stuff got fucked up. I had like binders and binders of all kinds of things that was written. It was taken. They took it. It wasn't destroyed in some damn flood or no shit like that. Like, come on. Where is it at? Did you just not save it? You just not keep it? You understand what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah, that's what's going on here, guys. Okay? These people don't like your talents, your skills, your abilities. You're supposed to be in a particular profession, though. There could even be something that you're doing now that these people don't like, that they want to stop you from doing. So, these people have targeted you. They have isolated you, okay? They have you in loneliness. They want to keep your life dull, keep you unseen, unheard of, and even wash people not to even be attractive to you, okay? And then the people who do act like they like you, they're fucking losers that treat you like shit, who just want to fuck you, or you know what I'm saying, and then ghost you, or purposely send people into your life who are a bad influence. Come and get you drunk for free, high for free. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Using you and abusing you, spying on you the whole time, funneling information to other fucking people and shit like that, or what have you. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all could have went through things like that. Most of y'all probably would never think that the people that you run into who were like, you know what I'm saying? The wrong crowd, as they call it, or bad influence, were sent into your life on purpose. Most people who have started doing drugs, they were offered drugs by somebody. Nobody who ever started, who does drugs, ever decide, you know what, I'm going to start doing drugs today and go and find some drugs. No. Most people, first hit of, or whatever type of drugs they do, it was offered to them. Okay? In some type of social setting, either vulnerable or trying to fit in, trying to be sociable with other people that you want to be your friend because you're chasing love and friendships and acceptance and all the wrong fucking places and different shit like that. That's how people get wrapped up into that type of lifestyle. And then these very same people leave you hanging. They be the very ones talk about you behind your back. Oh, you know such and such, an alcoholic. You know such and such a drug addict and different shit like that. Never mind the fact that they ass is fucking drunks and drug addicts. They goddamn self. They probably high right when they talking about you. Okay, but that's what's going on here, y'all. Okay, let's wrap this up with a closing message. So these people could be doing death spells on you, doing some type of rituals, invocation. Somebody's got like a book of shadows, a book of secrets, or something like that. Somebody is using forbidden magic, ancient magic on you. Somebody's also doing cauldron magic on you. I'm seeing the Five of Raphael, which is the Five of Pentacles in the traditional tarot deck, guys. Okay, you were neglected, abandoned, and left out in the cold. You were rejected, alienated, left in turmoil, harsh conditions, financial ruins. You dealt with a lot of changes. You dealt with a lot of loss. Okay? You had a lack of support, a lack of help, a lack of finances, money, resources, stability, security, safety, stability, and different things, Spirit is saying. Okay? But Spirit is saying everything happens for a reason. Release the regret, release the past, and embrace the opportunities. Embrace the opportunities for happiness. Okay, search for the silver lining. Okay, also on this Five of Pentacles here, you see how all these gifts are down here and they're open. There are things that were for you that these people stole from you. Okay, this could be actual physical, material, tangible gifts of some kind that these people stole from you. Okay, but there's one gift that is sitting over here, unopened, still wrapped. Okay, and they look like they're trying to steal that from you too, because if you look, this whole card is all bright and beautiful. Okay, but over here where this gift is, you see that red light, like a reddish looking color. This is the only area that this reddish looking, like devil blood sacrifice ass red color is, right by where this gift is. Okay, if you get this, they're gonna kill you, or they're trying to kill you before you could get it. They really don't want you to get it at all. I'm seeing epiphany, okay? Which comes from Archangel Raziel, okay? This is joy through spiritual growth. You could be a light to others. You could be receiving answers that comes through meditation as well, Spirit is saying, okay? The Epiphany card is like the ace. It's like seeing the Ace of Swords, okay? Why? Because the Ace of Swords is all about truth, clarity, awareness, insight, epiphanies, breakthroughs, awakenings, your vision, and different things like that, okay? So you could be having some type of epiphany. I was going to name my daughter that. I should have named her that. But it's like way too... I could get her name changed. Because my name is Tiffany. I was going to name my daughter Epiphany. But I've totally fucked up. I totally fucked up and ended up giving my daughter two people's names that was working against me the entire time. Now my daughter has the name of two of my enemies. It's fucking stupid. But yeah, I guess that's what pain and fucking contractions, okay, and shit like that is fucking do to you, or what have you, because I literally had like a whole list of names and shit down and just completely went the fuck blank after I gave the fuck birth, okay, and it was just like, oh, my name is such and such. I should have changed it. But it would be too much to, like, I would have to pay to get it changed now and then teach her how to spell a whole nother name. And, anyway. So, you were abandoned, neglected, and left out in a cold, rejected, alienated, and left in turmoil and harsh conditions, collective. But you could be having some type of epiphany. You've had some type of awakening. You have this awareness. You know the truth and clarity, okay? Yeah. So, the Nine of Ariel is at the bottom of the deck, okay? Spirit is saying that I feel like something that you want may be fulfilled. Your hard work is going to lead to great success, okay? You could have a love for beautiful things in life, okay? Be careful about taking some type of leap of faith. Somebody may pressure you into taking some type of leap of faith of some kind here, but there's going to be like chaos or conflict. There's going to be abuse and hostility and plot twists against you and different things like that, okay? Yeah. Yeah. So be careful with that. Overall energy, Spirit. Overall energy. So I'm seeing the Eight of Gabrielle. So the Eight of Gabrielle is all about swift, fast communication, messages, news, or information. It's like the Eight of Wands in a traditional tarot deck. So this is a great, this talks about a great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communication, okay? So you all could receive some type of messages, news, information, and communication, something about communication or something like that, guys, okay? So that's your reading, guys. I do hope that this is giving you all the truth and the clarity that you were seeking. Pertaining to a situation you may be dealing with, or pertaining to a situation you may notice someone else is dealing with if you are cross-watching. For those of you who like to contact me, you can do so at tiff.diamond.36@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, which is shine bright like a diamond 36 with the underscore between each word. For all those interested and making a modest contribution to the channel, you can do so through Cash App, which is $diamond36, or through PayPal, which is paypal.me/add36diamond. As always, guys, you'll take care of yourself, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies, honey. Remember, this is a wicked, wicked world that we live in. There's wickedness in high places, and there's hold on, guys. There's wickedness in high places, and there's evil that's lurking around each and every corner, even in a neighborhood near you. So y'all watch your surroundings, watch the company you keep, which surroundings and the company in which your children are in as well. And considering the fact that you never know when someone may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you, or harm you, honey. Keep you some protection on you. Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared, because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, baby. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God. Closing messages, guys. You're a very important person. You're a high priestess, okay? You're highly intuitive. You're psychic. You're empathic. You're knowledgeable. You're wise. You're enlightened. You are illuminated. You're tapped in and tuned into your higher self, okay? You have ancient wisdom and knowledge within you. You know secret knowledge, secret information, occultic knowledge here. You can have a multitude of different talents, skills, abilities, especially spiritual gifts, Spirit is saying, okay? To clarify, you got to be strong to be alone. Here we got the Ace of Cups here. So the things that you have endured has caused you some extreme feelings and overwhelming emotions, guys, okay? These people who are gang stalking you, they're devil worshippers. They sold their soul to the devil. They're chained to the devil. These are some very evil, wicked, toxic, demonic individuals, okay? The devil is working through them. The people who are targeting you and attacking you. And the hate is real because these people are jealous, envious, and intimidated by you. They're in competition with you. They want retaliation, punishment, payback, or revenge on you, which is why they're trying to trap you. The gang stalkers, they're sellouts. They sold their soul to the devil. This is the reason why they're in these commitments and these binding contracts and their cult covens and secret societies, okay? Like I said, this extreme feelings and overwhelming emotions may be what you're feeling right now because of your loneliness or whatever, the dullness of your life or disappointment or isolation, guys, okay? Your profession, you are in the profession, like your profession has something to do with you being a high priestess, guys. Bottom of the deck, we got the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is about truth, clarity, awareness, insight, epiphanies, breakthroughs, your vision, awakenings, or what have you. You know the truth, collective. You know the truth, and if you did know, now you know, because I just told you the truth as to what's going on in this situation, guys, okay? You could also be receiving some type of messages, news, or information and communication with some type of truth, clarity, pertaining to something or the situation as well, guys. Till the next time, peace.